what's going on, everybody? Big J Gleez here, and I'm ready to address the question about how to score when you're inside the 5-yard line against those punt block safe and punt block zones, field goal block zones. And right here we're running verticals out of trips bunch, and I wanted to find a formation and a play that basically every single book has. And this is probably the most popular formation in every book, and this play is in every single trips bunch as far as I'm aware. And you can see right here I'm putting the receiver on the left on a stick-up fade, and I'm just snapping the ball and throwing it up. And this works against any type of these defenses. And I'm taking the receiver on the right and I'm motioning him out, and then I'm snapping the ball, letting him go upfield, and I'm throwing it up into the outside. And this is going to work whether it is punt return safe, where you have the corners on the outside, or you have the guys inside. It doesn't matter. And you can't adjust the corners in these types of defensive sets because there are no defensive hot routes. You can change the linebackers through the stick by hitting the RB button and pressing up to drop them in yellow zones, but you cannot change the corners, and that's very important to know and to understand. And you have to also realize that the way that the corners are playing is a cover 2 sink. So based on these route combinations, it's going to suck the corners inside. So you'll see right here as I'm going against the punt return safe, we still get the same result. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that there are corners that are standing out there. It has no bearing on this pass on either side, on the left or the right. And you can run this from either hash. All you have to do is flip your play and you'll be good to go. Next, we're going to take a look at goal line. And when we run goal line, we have to anticipate that they're going to commit to the run, and the sting is perfect for this. The sting is great because it locks up all of the defensive linemen and we're able to get the edge. Now you'll notice as I run this against the punt return safe with the corners to the outside, when they run commit, I no longer get the outside. You see beast mode being beast mode, but most times that guy's going to make a tackle. So to prevent this, all we have to do is take our tight end that is lined up as the wing tight end or the second tight end on the right, and we'll just motion him to the outside. And that's going to create a nice little lane for us to run through. Now, if someone is using a defender over top, that's also enough space for us to do a move or to try to juke that player to get into the end zone. So I really like that setup. I think it works out really, really well. Also, if we know that our opponent is run committing regularly, we can run a pass and we can run that play action and just throw it right into the corner. But what if our opponent isn't run committing? We need to have a play that we can utilize to score points against these types of defenses when people aren't run committing. And one way that we're going to do that is with the PA waggle. We're going to put both running backs on flat passes, and we can throw the ball right to our halfback with a lead blocker as our fullback, and we're going to be able to get in for 6. Another way that we can score using this play is by throwing the in route or any of the routes underneath. All of these routes get open against these types of zones as they get underneath and over top. Now, another thing that we can do, since the A route is actually a delay, if you check it out, he sits on the line for a second, and he doesn't really get upfield too much. You really are only going to score with that route from about the 2-yard line. Right now we're at like the 3-4 yard line. And you'll see right here as I throw it and he goes to catch it, he gets hit up short. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to put him on a stick up fade. And this is going to get open in between all of the zones in all of these types of special team zone plays. So this is a very effective way to ensure that we're getting into the end zone as this route gets open against all of these different types of zones from all of these different special teams formations. And we can throw that down into the outside and it works very, very well, or we can throw it up into the outside depending on what the coverage looks like. Now, the only way that someone's going to have any chance of defending that is by defending it manually or by hitting RB on their joystick and pressing up on the right stick to get some yellows and all of their linebackers. And then if they do that, there's other things that are open, so you just have to read it. So basically what this does is it renders those defenses obsolete. So I hope this helped. I hope the next time someone comes out in one of those special team zone plays, you stomp their face in. So thanks for checking in. It's Big J Gleez signing out, and continue to game strong.